My bad. I forgot the damn mic was over there. My bad. I'm glad you said something. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You can hear me now? Can you hear me now? And you're let me see. My bad. I had it down on the mic muted. Now I got some on this channel. I ain't gonna lie. I got some videos that man I should have just we should have just capped on with the video and shit. But man, I gotta look back. Take a look back at some of the old videos I had and start checking them comments out because I haven't been checking them comments out um, on this channel. I gotta start going back. Yeah, so I'm gonna get on here and go on here and chillax and see what's up with everybody. Year two at the same time. Off, man. It's a sad day. It's a sad day. The suckers there canceled the little contract and fired. Well, I'm gonna just say I got five. But the people canceled the contract. So I'm out here looking for another job. So since I ain't got a job, I might as well go live. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though. You know what I'm saying? One door closed, one gonna open. Same way that one not open. Hey, so another one open too. So I gotta, tighten up. But it ain't been that long though. So I got a good week. And then I'm gonna have to, I'm saying, get up and go look for another look for some more work. For real, for real. So while I got time, I might as well just chill and go live, do my little, hit and misses, and then hit on to doing something else. I know I got to go clean up the damn dog area. The dog here stupid. But yeah, we're gonna have to get back into our videos over here once, you know what I'm saying, shit get to where I needed at. Yeah, we're gonna have to start dropping some more videos. It just we both working. That shit was like hectic. It was hectic to try to do videos and both working. So nigga be tired than the motherfucker. I do 10 hours, she doing 8, 5 days a week. I was doing 50 hours. And she do 40. So it was hard to like try to drop videos and shit like that. That's why I was dropping videos, how I was dropping them from work and all that. Still was trying to, put some effort in. But I appreciate everybody who stayed around, chillax with us. You know what I'm saying? Giving us the opportunity to get our little situation right. Shit like that, because you got to grind. Got to hustle. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to have a tussle out here. Yeah. But, keeping the faith in God and just go from there. So something else will pop up. Something will definitely pop up. Gotta get her to get this hair bump out my face, boy. I knew it was a hair bump. She was, like I say, she was so tired she couldn't never check to get this hair bump out. I don't like to bust my own bumps. I like to let her do it. She can see what she doing. Me, I'm just squeezing. Yeah, that's how my Wednesday starting off. Like I already did my live stream for the gaming channel. So I'll probably do another one today for the gaming channel. Knock that out the way. Shit. Yeah, back to this silliness. Back to this silliness. But yeah, I was looking at something though. Let me see. Check what's out here in this world going on. He never drinks, never smokes. Man turns 104 years old. Take a second and wish Mr. Kenny a very happy birthday. Okay, happy birthday, Mr. Kenny. He ain't never drank and never smoked in 104 years. There's all type of junk going on out here in the YouTube streets, but that don't be on my mind. Boy, now this crazy, man. We gotta start paying attention to this stuff here. Not all this YouTube beef, but we need to start paying attention to this type of stuff here. Turkey agrees to allow Sweden and Finland into NATO alliance. Damn, them boys building up out there while we out over here killing ourselves. Them boys over there building up. Them boys teaming up decent like. I gotta get that shit taken care of. They teaming up decent like. Turkey agrees to allow Sweden and Finland into NATO alliance. Y'all, I'm not bullshit. Y'all think I'm lying? Let's see.
Welcoming Sweden and Finland to the Western Military Alliance. Nancy Cordes is in Madrid traveling with the president with a look at the significance of that breakthrough. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning, Vlad. You know, it isn't just that Sweden and Finland are two large, resource-rich nations now joining NATO. It's the message that it sends to Russian President Vladimir Putin that his efforts to destabilize NATO backfired. NATO's 30 member countries are poised to add 2 more. The move will more than double the length of NATO's border with Russia.
And I'm pleased to announce that we now have an agreement.
Sweden and Finland applied for NATO membership last month. Putin's decision to invade one neighbor had them worried he might be willing to attack another.
After 200 years of military non-alignment, Sweden has chosen a new path.
President Biden helped to broker the deal. Russia's attempts to rattle the West have instead led.
Who did it? What do America have to do with NATO? Can anybody tell me? What do America have to do with NATO? They Caucasian. mean they teaming up.
That is better funded and surging troops to the Russian border.
And we over here killing ourselves, killing each other. Time to put them guns down and start aiming, start paying attention.
Have now been displaced by the bombing. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden visited a refugee center outside Madrid yesterday, fulfilling a promise she says she made to Ukraine's First Lady when they met last month.
I told her, that I would carry forth her message, that we supported her.
In an interview with CBS News, the First Lady weighed in for the first time on last week's Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. What's your message to American women, and particularly young women?
So that's what we need to start paying attention to.
Different reality when it comes to access to abortion.
Instead of all this bull crap going back and forth with each other, black folks, man, we better be paying attention to this going on.
But my message is, let's not give up. Let's keep working.
Just this morning, President Biden announced more deployments to 7 European nations, including 2.
What they say? To European nations. Damn, that's crazy. We over here killing each other in our country while Biden helping his country. Damn, they teaming up together while we over here fighting ourselves. Man, I'm telling y'all, these folks these folks making a way where they can haul ass when shit hit the fan. All this shit that's starting up, and that shit hit the fan and do a reverse and start really coming to America. Everybody on this panel, I don't see no black person on this NATO plan. No black person. This look like the world leaders, what would be called the world leaders, I guess. Cause this shit look crazy, y'all. Look at this. If we are black Americans, we Americans, why we ain't in the NATO? Why we ain't in the NATO? Why name none of us in the NATO? Talking up for us. Why the Haitians? Why the Jamaicans? It's probably a Chinese in here. I wish I could blow it up. It's probably a Chinese in here. But why there ain't no black American in there? Damn. So this is what we need to pay attention to. Telling you, need to get our minds, stop focusing on these damn verses and all that shit ain't gonna help us in the end. For real. We worrying about what another YouTuber doing on their channel. Or how they doing it, instead of worrying about what's really going on and get this message out here that, man, we need to tighten up, man. We need to really tighten up. Evacuation work underway as deputies investigate cold case tip and uncooperated Largo. That's about. What's good? What's poppin', Spiky? I'm telling y'all, man. The shit like this going on. The Turkey. And that mean they building on this NATO.
President Biden and other leaders are
But we not into this NATO plan. So if shit pop off, man, these Europeans got a lot of goddamn backing. And we ain't got nothing. because we got Biden in there standing in for the face of America on something that the Europeans created for a backup. It's crazy. Finland, Sweden and Finland joined NATO. But it ain't no black American now and say we just joined the NATO. Ain't no Jamaican, Haitian, none of that. None of that's there. None of them. It ain't now black person there on this thing they got up here. They got a picture. All these so-called NATO leaders. Got us thinking about some damn Putin. When they over there, so if NATO doing what they doing, what Biden had to be there for? Y'all telling me Biden is the face of Black America? Damn. Well, we don't wake up now, boy. It's gonna be some rough times coming, boy. For real. Man, I don't know. There's gonna be some rough times, boy. If they can sit and build up, and we can sit over here, and they sitting back, letting us kill each other instead of protecting each other. While they over there, this NATO, while they over there protecting themselves from another World War III that's gonna happen on their land, on their country, that we all the other two landed at. What? What y'all think they building these black soldiers for? To go over there and help them when this here finna happen, this Putin thing. Yeah. What make people think that Putin's scared to attack NATO when he already got in his head that they all Caucasians? We bleed the same. But what's stopping them from topping off America when they through with whatever their agenda was here? Maybe their agenda was to get Europe all under this NATO thing. And once they get enough backing, they could just blow up America and get it out of the way. Y'all ain't think about that, huh? What if they do knock off Putin? Right? What if they do knock off Putin? And they just have this NATO thing pop up. And I'm just looking at, I can't see the photo, but it wasn't no black person there. Look, it's a NATO. It's the NATO team. It's a bunch of Caucasians there. There's no black person there. This is what people should be sharing. But Biden there. Biden in the front. He's somewhere right there. Biden is right there somewhere. How's Biden there speaking for us? And he the same people as them, he a European. How is Biden a part of NATO And Black Americans didn't know that they ain't nowhere in the picture of being part of this NATO. Y'all better pay attention, man. Tell you. Cut the bullshit out. Stop talking about bullshit. And y'all really start paying attention to this world news that's going on, because it's going to affect America. Black America. And they're going to snuff us right from under our feet. Because we ain't paying attention to it. We worrying about this YouTuber and that YouTuber. Instead of just letting people spread the message that they need to spread. That might, correspond with somebody else that ain't doing YouTube. So to the black YouTubers, man, y'all need to start spreading that world news, man, and getting people to understand that we not in these pictures. Not even Haitians, not even Jamaicans, not even Bahamians, never black person. In a war that we funded in a country that we're not from. And that's Europe. Y'all don't believe? But look here.
To the Western Military Alliance. Nancy Cordes is in Madrid traveling with the president with a look at the significance of that breakthrough. And President Biden and other leaders are welcoming Sweden and Finland to the Western Military Alliance. Nancy Cordes is in Madrid.
Biden and other leaders. And y'all, nobody ain't questioning why there ain't a black leader there. If America is the top of the top of all these situations, why it ain't a black American there speaking and saying that they're a leader? Why we got
President Biden and other leaders are welcoming Sweden and Finland to the Western Military Alliance. Nancy Cordes is...
So it's what I'm trying to get is Biden is a face for America, because we change up presidents. Like these places really started switching up presidents and all that. So it ain't a bloodline. But Biden is a European. So why is there no black American at this board?
Nancy Cordes is in Madrid traveling with the president with a look at the significance of that breakthrough. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning, Vlad. It isn't just that Sweden and Finland are two large, resource-rich nations now joining NATO. It's the message that it sends to Russian President Vladimir Putin that his efforts to destabilize NATO backfired. NATO's 30 member countries are poised to add 2 more. The move will more than double the length of NATO's border with Russia.
I'm pleased to announce that we now have an agreement.
Sweden and Finland applied for NATO membership last month. Putin's decision to invade one neighbor had them worried he might be willing to attack another.
After 200 years of military non-alignment, Sweden has chosen a new path.
President Biden helped to broker the deal. Russia's attempts to rattle the West have instead led to a larger Western alliance that is better funded and surging troops to the Russian border.
Putin was looking for the Finlandization of Europe. We're going to get the NATOization of Europe.
Roughly
Y'all hear that?
8 million Ukrainians
Listen to it.
to the Russian border.
Putin was looking for the Finlandization of Europe. We're going to get the
They changed it. Man, this is getting wicked out here, y'all. Y'all already know Putin don't play. And Biden just, boy, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all better pay attention. Oh, I'm finna Yeah, we gonna talk about this. It's finna be the topic. I'm finna change the title. Oh yeah. So keep on clicking down. Yeah, had to change that title because this is crazy. Turkey agrees to allow Sweden and Finland into the NATO, but there ain't no Black American inside this NATO alliance, let alone any black country or anything that's in this alliance. But Biden, is Biden the voice for United States, or is Biden the voice for Europeans NATO alliance? He said they're gonna change the European alliance to NATO alliance. That's what Putin finna go against. World War III. Or is they putting on a movie out there? Is people really dying and there's a real war going on over there? Is there's a movie going on over there? Just so they could be shipping currency over there. Cause I'm thinking, if it's a whole war over there, how Biden got there? Why Kamala Harris ain't there with him? Why she ain't walk across the stage with him? It's a lot of things that's just strange about this situation. We better start opening our eyes, man. I'm wondering why it ain't a black American over there on this NATO alliance. If there's such an alliance with certain countries, and when it's only one whole country, Europe. It's one whole continent, Europe, the continent of Europe. However you want to call it. It's all Europe. Why we ain't got that over here? Like, it's crazy. Y'all pay attention to what's going on now. Man, pay attention. I'm telling y'all. That's crazy. We ain't got now. Say so in this NATO. In this NATO. No say so. But it's going down though. Hold on, y'all. Damn. Hold on, y'all. I got to share this. Tell me why there ain't no black people in this picture here. Other than me that's sitting there. Why? Somebody please explain to me. Please explain to me. Let's go back to what this is, what we're looking at, so y'all know what y'all looking at. Y'all see Biden right there. Biden up in there somewhere. He somewhere up in there. Let me see. Biden is right here. The fourth one going this way. He the fourth one. He this one right here. He this Biden right here. What's on that NATO sign that got anything that's relating to what y'all know and what y'all represent over here? But people over here is talking about abortions and shit like this and this shit going on.
President Biden and other leaders are welcoming Sweden and Finland to the Western Military Alliance. Nancy Cordes is in Madrid traveling with the president with a look at the significance of that breakthrough. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning, Vlad. You know, it isn't just that Sweden and Finland are two large, resource-rich nations now joining NATO. It's the message that it sends to Russian President Vladimir Putin that his efforts to destabilize NATO backfired. NATO's 30 member countries are poised to add 2 more. The move will more than double the length of NATO's border with Russia.
And I'm pleased to announce that we now have an agreement.
Sweden and Finland applied for NATO membership last month. Putin's decision to invade
After 200 years of military non-alignment, Sweden has chosen a new path.
President Biden helped to broker the deal.
What?
Russia's attempts to rattle the West have instead led to a larger Western alliance that is better funded and surging troops to the Russian border.
Trump voted for the Finlandization of Europe. We're going to get the NATOization of Europe.
Roughly 8 million Ukrainians have now been displaced by the bombing.
Y'all
First
better
Lady
pay attention.
Dr. Jill Biden visited a refugee center
Why Kamala Harris ain't there?
yesterday, fulfilling a promise she says she made to Ukraine's First Lady.
Oh, yeah.
Last month.
I told her, you know, that I.
Yeah, so they make a side deal.
In an interview with CBS News, the First Lady weighed in for the first time on last week's Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe v. Wade.
Told
What's
you.
your message to American women, especially young women, who are waking up to a very different reality when it comes to access to abortion?
It's, you know, this decision was so unjust and so devastating.
What?
But my message is,
Why is they talking about, they claim it's going to be another World War III. And you telling me they trying to say something about abortions and stuff? Is this shit really happening? Is this war, Ukraine and all, is this really happening? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I don't understand how abortions and all that got something to do with what they got going on with this NATO thing that ain't no black person involved in. Ain't no black person involved in this NATO thing. But we got Biden now. A Caucasian. We got a Caucasian now, though. We definitely got Biden now. And his wife. Why is it Kamala Harris done? This ain't no violent situation. This ain't no, oh, we in danger situation. Why is Kamala Harris ain't there? Huh? Why she ain't standing next to Biden? Huh? This shit weird to me. This shit weird to me. How come it ain't no black folks out there? So Africa ain't a NATO, a part of the NATO alliance, or is this just a European thing? And is this NATO situation is they way to go against what Europe trying to keep? Oh, my bad, John. Huh? Because I'm confused. What is this NATO thing? We got to do an investigation on this NATO thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to. Because I don't understand what is this NATO thing. What do we got to do with this NATO thing if they... Let me see if there's a Chinese in here. Let me see. Is it a Chinese in here? Chinese looking person. They got women's in there. These leaders. I don't know if this could be a Chinese right here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see a Chinese, but I see some young people, some young Caucasians, and all this. But I don't see no black person. I definitely don't see no black person. So what is this NATO? I want to know, what is this NATO thing? We got to start thinking. We got to start wondering about this type of stuff here. There ain't nowhere in here. Ain't no other country that look like but Europeans. But Biden supposed to be the president of America, and he's standing there, and he's on the front row right here. He's right here. This Biden right here. But there's no Kamala Harris. So we know women's gonna be there because these women's here. You know what I'm saying? Who is these people that Biden got an interest in when he's look at this flag. Look at the flag. Look at whatever the flag this they branding up here. Look at this flag. Ain't nothing about this flag say nothing about America. NATO and OTAN. I don't know, y'all. We gotta start paying attention to this shit. For real. We gotta pay attention to this. What is NATO and OTAN? The Madrid. I can't see what to make out to everything else. 2930, something, 2022. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. We need to figure this out. Who are these people, man? Who is this NATO and OTAN? I guarantee you this gonna come out. This the clan for Uncle Sam. This who Uncle Sam is. I bet you this the face of Uncle Sam. So why is we? Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know. I just want to know. Start off the conversation with why is there no black person? No black person out there. And if there ain't no black person now, what is this NATO and OTAN? Let me see. Let's see what NATO is.
Historic news this evening from the NATO meeting in Spain. Turkey has removed its opposition to Sweden and Finland joining the security alliance. The Scandinavian nation sought membership after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and a deal has now been struck. Our Nick Schifrin is in Madrid for the summit, which starts in earnest tomorrow, and he joins me now. So, Nick, hello. Tell us what led to Turkey changing its mind.
Weeks of back-channel diplomacy between Turkey, Sweden, and Finland, with the U.S. and NATO playing key roles. But Judy, senior officials even here just a few hours ago didn't know whether this deal would go through. But it went through, and there was a signing ceremony just a few hours ago here in Madrid. NATO, Turkey, Finland, and Sweden, a trilateral agreement, really in which Sweden and Finland gave in to some of President Erdogan's priorities. The agreement states, quote, Finland and Sweden unambiguously condemn all terrorist organizations perpetrating attacks against Turkey, and names the organizations that Turkey defines as terrorist. And that is what a senior Turkish official tells me tonight is the most important part of this document. Number two, the document says that Finland and Sweden will drop embargoes that prevented them from selling Turkey weapons, and Finland and Sweden will address Turkey's requests to deport and extradite Kurds living in those countries. Some of those extraditions actually include journalists, and the U.S., for one, has refused some of Turkey's extraditions demand in the past. But still, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg made this agreement today, and he said it reiterated NATO's core principle that countries that meet the alliance requirement can become members.
So why isn't a black country isn't in this NATO situation?
Open door policy has been an historic success. Welcoming Finland and Sweden into the alliance will make them safer, NATO stronger, and the Euro-Atlantic area more secure. This is vital as we face the biggest security crisis in decades.
That, of course, is a reference to the war in Ukraine, which has really led, Judy, to a historic shift in European security in a matter of months. As you said, it has been many years that Sweden and Finland have been proud to be military non-aligned. Today, they believe they need NATO to prevent Russia from further attacking, even in their countries.
And Nick, you mentioned.
And this is what I be saying. We be worried about all this negative stuff that's going on with black folks, with this YouTube stuff, YouTube, or black killing these rappers and all. Oh, y'all niggas and all this. I don't want to say that words, but y'all know, man. Hey, man, it's some deeper stuff going on out here in this country, man. And we not. They just putting us in it. We not attending this shit. Boy, look here, boy. They got the wool over our eyes, boy. Black America, we in the ally. We in some shit we don't even know nothing about. I ain't even know we move like that. You know what I'm saying? On the street, we learn to never move like that. I don't understand how, as a whole country, we move like that. I don't understand that. We got our own military. We got our own resources. And we just got to get the people out of the chairs who killing our resources, who taking this to a whole different level of just making houses over here. It seems like they trying to take out the wilderness to create a better Europe over there with like luscious grass, cows, and all this stuff. While we sitting over here building houses. Man, I'm telling you, it's something ain't right about what's going on in America, man. There's a whole lot of something that ain't right, and we ain't questioning it as Black Americans. We ain't even talking about this shit. We talking about other stuff that don't got nothing to do with nothing. It won't be no shooting, you know what I'm saying? Or no black person shooting a black person if we start thinking about this type of stuff. We got to know that it's a war building, and it's building fast, and we ain't got nothing to do with it, but we got everything to do with it because of Biden sitting right here saying he the face of America when he a European, when he's a Caucasian. Man, when we gonna talk about this stuff? When it's gonna be the agenda of people talking? Cause all this other stuff ain't really cracking nowhere. You feel me? It ain't even really cracking nowhere. Man, these people here got us into some shit that we don't even know. We fighting a war, and we don't even know it. We don't even know it, but because we don't pay attention to this shit. They telling us though, because they gotta allow their Europeans that's over here, they Caucasians, to understand what's going on out here. Why it is not more black YouTubers showing stuff like this instead of showing, or Dawson or whatever they call that thing, other black YouTubers? Why y'all not using y'all platform to enlighten people on this stuff that they might not be paying attention to? Because y'all got to understand what's being said to y'all, man. It's a whole gang called a Nato and OTAN with a bunch of Caucasians, Europeans, trying to save their country. And Biden is over there. Not Kamala Harris, but Biden over there. Obama wasn't over there. Why Obama ain't one of these leaders over there? Why Trump wasn't invited to this? Why Clinton wasn't? Well, Clinton got impeached. So, but y'all get what I'm saying. Why the Bush ain't over there? Or is they? Because they all Caucasians. But we Black Americans. Why we ain't over there too then? If this so-called supposed to be a nation game, why ain't them black person over there? Because it's only for Europeans. But Biden is there. Biden helped close the deal. So how is that a European is the face of America over there, saving their country? I ain't saying Biden ain't he wrong for being there. That's where they from. That's his native country. So why we don't have a black NATO or whatever over here in America right here, where we accept like the Haitians, the Jamaicans, and all that. And we as American, as we got our own army to protect them. And why Africa ain't up there, or is they? Because it's some young folks up there. Is they the bloodline of this so-called slave trade? Is these the faces of all the people who had something to do, bloodline, to do with the slavery, the colonizing of America? It's these are all the faces, that bloodline, and this is what we needed for evidence, to show y'all, man, Europe is about Europe. They building the whole team over there. A whole team, y'all. They gonna call it the NATO New European or some shit. And Biden said, I'm gonna play it back again for the ones who's late. And sent way back there. You feel me? This is the face of a gang. Ain't no redneck up there. Or is it? Or is Biden a redneck? Because all these peoples are Europeans up here. And Biden is there. Right where that little white triangle thing at. That's Biden right there. And he's on the first floor. Why is it a black person there? The first man in Europe was the Cheddar Man. He's the oldest fossil that's found in Europe. It's Cheddar Man. Why is there a black man up there? Why nobody that look like us is up there? What is this secret alliance right here? This the thing here. Did they allow themselves to sit out here and the devil? What the Bible say, the devil is not gonna be shameful and hide no more. Is these all the devil's bloodlines that had people in shackles, dying on ships, came and colonized our whole country over here in America? Is these the faces? Is these the people with Biden standing right there? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Anyway, shit, they ain't shut me down. Shut me down. Because you know they hate for you to talk. Anyway, shit, they ain't shut me down. Let's see, 1 hour ago. Let's see what they talk about 1 hour ago.
No shortcut quality. And that's why we use nothing but the very best sausage that money can buy.
So NATO is gearing up for a major expansion. President Biden and other leaders from member nations are meeting in Spain right now, and they are praising a deal.
Listen what they saying, y'all. Listen to the words they saying. The half-breed dude, he looking like he know this shit ain't right. Like, I still ain't see a black person there yet.
So NATO is gearing up for a major expansion. President Biden and other leaders from member nations are meeting in.
But why there's not a people in this picture y'all see that's behind me? Why is there ain't no Chinese is there? Since it's this like for other nations and other leaders, why there ain't no Korean people there? Don't these people got their own okay, I feel you.
Spain right now, and they are praising a deal to allow Sweden and Finland to join the bloc. Nancy Cordes explains the significance of that breakthrough. NATO's 30 member countries are poised to add 2 more. The move will more than double the length of NATO's border with Russia.
And I'm pleased to announce that we now have an agreement.
Sweden and Finland applied for NATO membership last month.
But if they all Europeans, and they say black on black crime is bad here, right? But they all Europeans. So is they saying that they teaming up to go against Putin, or are they teaming up to? I don't know.
Putin's decision to invade one neighbor had them worried he might be willing to attack another.
After 200 years of military non-alignment, Sweden has chosen a new path.
President Biden helped to broker the deal. Russia's
President Biden. So what is NATO if it got something to contain with America? Why we don't know about this NATO? Why we ain't focusing on what is this NATO and this OTAN? We need to start figuring this out, then figuring out what other people doing in their house. You know what I'm saying? Or what people doing on their channel and all this, man, and doing all that black on black crimes. And all this shit need to come to a cease. We better get ready to stand up.
attempts to rattle the West have instead led to a larger Western alliance that is better funded and surging troops to the Russian border.
Listen to this part here, y'all. Y'all listen to this part. It's better funded, but y'all gonna have to listen to what Biden say.
Troops to the Russian border.
Federalization of Europe. We're going to get to the NATOization of Europe.
Roughly 8 million Ukrainians.
What? Maybe y'all ain't. Maybe you gotta say it again.
Troops to the Russian border.
Hold on.
Federalization of Europe.
Have instead led to a larger Western alliance that is better funded and surging troops to the Russian.
Y'all know who back they better funded off of? All the work that we get up and do every morning. Your taxes, your 401k, that's what's funding this inside somebody else's country. I wonder if he say Putin is defending. I need to turn on the closed caption on that. I mean the caption on that. I need to turn on the caption because I don't want to. I don't want to like. I need to turn on the caption. Well, they made sure you couldn't turn on.
After 200 years of military non-alignment, Sweden has chosen a new path.
President Biden helped to broker the deal. Russia's attempts to rattle the West have instead led to a larger Western alliance that is better funded and surging troops to the Russian border.
Is he said defending the civilization of Europe? Did he just say Putin is looking to defend y'all know what I'm trying to say, of Europe, civilians. Y'all know. I'm gonna let him say it. Y'all let me know. Civilization.
President Biden helped to broker the deal. Russia's attempts to rattle the West have instead led to a larger Western alliance that is better funded and
right
surging troops to the Russian border.
Federalization of Europe. We're going to get to the NATOization of Europe.
Roughly 8 million Ukrainians have now been displaced by the bombing. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden visited a refugee center outside Madrid yesterday, fulfilling troops to the Russian border.
Putin's looking for the federalization of Europe. We're going to get the NATOization of Europe.
Roughly 8 million Ukrainians have now been displaced by the bombing. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden visited a refugee center outside Madrid yesterday, fulfilling a promise she says she made to Ukraine's First Lady when they met last month.
I told her.
See, it's going back.
I would carry forth her message.
I'm pleased to announce that we now have an agreement.
Sweden and Finland applied for NATO membership last month. Putin's decision to invade one neighbor had them worried he might be willing to attack another.
After 200 years of military non-alignment, Sweden has chosen a new path.
President Biden helped to broker the deal. Russia's attempts to rattle the West have instead led to a larger Western alliance that is better funded and surging troops to the Russian border.
Putin's looking for the federalization of Europe. We're going to get the NATOization of Europe.
Roughly 8 million Ukrainians have now been displaced by the bombing. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden visited a refugee center outside Madrid yesterday, fulfilling a promise.
You don't want to go on what he said, though. I think he said Putin trying to defend the civilian life of Russia. I mean, of Europe. And he gonna get the NATO. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me. Y'all let me know in the comments below if that's what it sounds like to y'all. But that's crazy, y'all, man. We gotta start paying attention, man. Get off this bullshit, man. Cause it's a lot of shit going on we ain't paying attention to. So until next time, that's gonna be my hour, man. I hope y'all, learn something and y'all think about this shit. Why ain't no black person up there? Think about that shit.